रेकॉर्डिंग बंद कर. अरे मी तिकडे चालू करते ना रेकॉर्डिंग. मॅम येते तेव्हा चालू करेन ना. म्हणून बनवते. बंद केली. आता तिथे आलेलं ना. हा तिथूनच त्याच्यावरच तेव्हा ते क्लिक करा. साईडला करते ॲरोवरती कर. तू खाली कर. Stop recording.
Today? Okay. Chalo, when I meet her for one. How are you, Shashwat?
Fine, ma'am.
Good morning. You woke up? You're not coming for the classes now for so long?
Yeah, I was out of station, so I missed the first few classes.
Okay. I thought Shashwat, as of now, we have completed RC. I don't know if you have followed up. Reading comprehension we have done. Okay, and I'm sure you have done with me, but yes, for revision, that's not there. Okay, and yesterday we started with critical reasoning. All right, so do you remember critical reasoning? What do you remember about that? Kind of.
Yes.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll give you a recap. Okay, and any which way is giving it to this Ria also. Okay, the recap, and whichever topic you don't understand, you want it in detail. So when she's doing an exercise, then I can explain you that topic. Okay, but otherwise I'm just giving you gist. Maybe you also remember things. Okay, so that is what we are doing, and yeah. So. Yeah. Shashwat, do you remember what is the meaning of critical? Critical reasoning, what is critical?
Like not agreeing or disapprove.
Yeah, finding flaws, isn't it? Like basically, you remember we discussed about that whenever you are doing a movie, critically analyzing a movie, so you see the good part of it, the negative part of it, and then you give the reviews about it. That's a kind of a critical which we are looking at. Okay, so Priya, what are the two arguments we discussed yesterday? What are the two components of an argument?
In the first part, we discussed how an argument is based on a premise, that is a fact, and a conclusion that is based on the fact. And in the second time,
Shashwat, what did she say just now? What is the type of argument she's talking about? What is the
on fact and argument.
No, argument equals to fact as well
Okay.
as you can just write it because there are only 2-3 things, major things which I need to remind you. Priya, argument equals to
fact plus conclusion. Premise.
And what is the other name of premise? Sorry, fact.
Premise.
Shashwat, what is the other name of premise?
Fact.
Yeah. So just remember this thing, okay? Premise plus conclusion. I'm sure you know about what is the fact. You can understand from your sentence itself. This is a fact, something which is fact, right? And conclusion is coming out from that. So this is what we discussed.
And type 2, we had assumption and the inference.
Yeah. So
assumption can be based on the fact or the conclusion or both. Inferences,
yeah.
something which is independent.
Correct. So what is inference, Shashwat?
It is derived from a premise or conclusion or both.
Okay, you remember this? When we saw this premise, conclusion, assumption, inference.
Yes,
Just
ma'am.
this example, everyone will remember everything. Shashwat, can you read out the premise?
And
Jake's
sorry, premise. Jake's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Conclusion, therefore, he must be the killer. Assumption, nobody else touched the weapon before or after Jake did. Inference, at some point, Jake handled the weapon.
Ria, how come they found this inference from where? At some point, Jake handled the weapon.
From the fact that his fingerprints were on the murder weapon, they inferred that at some point he must have handled them.
Very good. Does it make sense to you, Shashwat?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So you remember, you can recall, right? So, okay, if there is something like you find out an assumption and an inference. So what is the difference between an assumption and an inference?
Inference is a logically derived
Derived.
statement which is true with respect to the question or the statement. Whereas
Okay.
assumption may or may not be wrong as it is just an opinion.
Okay. Make sense, Shashwat? What Ria says? Okay. Okay. Argument, conclusion, assumption, inference. Are you clear, Shashwat, with all these four things?
Yes.
And then strategy is always choices, understand what is being asked. This is what the gist was. Now, Shashwat, just give me a 1 minute of gist. What have you understood in critical reasoning, and then we can proceed. What have you understood? Argument equals to
Argument equals to fact plus conclusion.
what is the other name of fact?
Uh,
P.
uh,
Premise.
premise. So,
Please write it down in a notebook because you'll have an exercise now. An argument can have two things, assumption and inference. Yes, please write it down. Argument again can have two things, assumption and inference. What is an assumption, Shashwat?
assumption is uh, uh,
Assuming something,
yes,
right?
assuming.
Not necessarily a fact, right? And inference is
Derived from the fact or
conclusion.
conclusion.
But you have, if you don't mention the word logically, it's wrong. Okay, because there's a logic involved in assumption, unlike assumption. Okay, and yeah, good. Good to go. So yesterday we had a discussion about this, Shashwat, okay, and of course things were in detail with Ria and Tanvi. That is in terms of examples and everything. Okay, so in case, and what we are doing today is, yesterday we started with exercise 2. Okay, because we wanted, because all the exercises if you see in the book are typically topic based. One are inference based, one are finding the conclusion, something like that. So yesterday we picked up the topic which is inference based. Okay, and yeah, so we are picking up practice exercise 3 before we get into the book and learn about some other types of critical reasoning questions. And Shashwat, we have to, what we are looking at this time is, unlike last time, that when we read the question, so the first thing which we are doing is, which we were not doing it last time, specifically is elimination. Okay, your first job is to eliminate two options and then go for it. Okay, so when I am rechecking the answers with you, I want you to tell me why did you eliminate the two options. So that logic has to come here. Okay, So you can see practice exercise 3 Ria is about conclusion. No?
Yeah, finding conclusion.
So what is the first logic, Shashwat and Ria, you will, I mean, if you're finding conclusion, what is the one thing you are looking at?
That the conclusion has to be based, should validate the statement. It
Okay.
should not talk about something that is not mentioned in the statement.
Okay.
And it should, since the assumption is not given, we cannot talk in terms of that, but
Okay.
and then we can use right or wrong.
So Shashwat, conclusion is based on, what did Ria say?
The fact and not fact, sorry, the statement and the statement.
Okay, let's say we have something where we have rephrased it. So can that be considered as conclusion? No? All right. Okay, let's start. And let me know, Shashwat, once you're done. Practice exercise 3. Shashwat, what's the status here?
11th.
Yes, all correct. Very good. You see, one more interview, I'll interview.
Only this one I was.
11 na? We will bring it back. Or I can. It's fine. So, right.
I don't think either of them are the right conclusion, but the second is, they say that either one or either was right.
I don't know, either one, I can't think they certainly either two. Because the government will review the present policy, government review the present policy to reasonable policy. Or अगर उसको प्राइसिंग बढ़ाना है, in further increase in in view of further increase in that is a comparison case.
But it is not said. It is not. First thing it says that, first it says it will, says it will not. Then as such a mention.
Yeah. The second is correct. It is हम रिव्यू करेंगे किसी चीज को बढ़ाने के लिए, ठीक है, उसके इंक्रीज में, ठीक है, सो मतलब कि हम तब तक उसको इंक्रीज नहीं करेंगे जब तक हमें इंटरनेशनल प्रेजेंस को समझ रहे, like for example I told you increase the price and in rebuttal to that you were saying that you don't increase, but let me just review it and what is happening and then we'll see, we'll take a call. So technically you're taking a call on whether you increase or will you not increase. I get it, the logic. So that is what. So that is why it is becoming valid. या तो मैं करूँगी या मैं नहीं करूँगी. It's a rebuttal.
So that's what one will be. For options is either one or
Not
either two.
first and second part. Because I was thinking earlier second only, but मैं ये सोचूं कि मैं करूँगी कि नहीं करूँगी इस मैच.
It's not sure.
Time पे
The ninth color was fine, even I was confused.
you rest it. Sorted now. That's the versus status beta. Done.
Completed.
Can you tell me how many are wrong?
The fourth one, 8 and 13. No,
Four,
sorry,
eight.
14. Yes, 13.
4, 8 and 13 were wrong, right? Good, Shashwat. Let's just see question number 4 here. Which one you wrote, beta? Question number 4. What was your option?
3. Either one or two follow.
What did you think? 4. Both means either one or both.
No, both means both are correct. So this either one or two.
I say you wrote neither one, neither two.
Yes.
We don't vote.
Yeah. Okay, let's just read it. Shatu, will you read the question for us?
Statement: Cabinet of State X took certain steps to tackle the milk glut in the state as the cooperatives and government dairies failed to use the available milk. A news report. Conclusions: First, the milk production of State X is more than its need. Second, the government and cooperative dairies in State X are not uh, equipped in terms of technology and resources to handle such excess milk.
Okay, so questions like this, Shashwat, if you, for example, this is what I was just discussing with Riya for question number 11. Okay, in conclusion, what happens is, like, for example, I'm talking to you. Okay, like for example, I'm talking to you, I was talking to Riya that, maybe let's say that in this state, in particular Maharashtra, we have a lot of milk production. Okay, however, if you go to Kerala, so the ministers are now providing a lot of milk production. So we are talking about it. Okay, so when we are talking about it, there must be some rebuttal which has gone in, or there must be some logic which has gone in. So the conclusion also consists of that logic. कि मतलब आप जब अगर ये मिल्क प्रोडक्शन की बात कर रहे हो तो आप क्यों बात कर रहे हो बिकॉज वहां पर कुछ एक्सेस है या उसमें नहीं है दैट इज द टू रीजंस राइट सो इफ यू लुक एट द फर्स्ट कंक्लूजन रिया विल रीड आउट
The milk production of state X is more than its need.
मतलब कि उसमें तो ज्यादा है तभी वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इट ना आर यू गेटिंग द लॉजिक because
Yes,
this
ma'am.
same logic applies in question number 11 also but Riya just now she could not figure out because it's the same logic कि इसमें ये चीज है ना that's why मतलब you have to think from the rebuttal point of view in conclusion ठीक है and second is the government and the
State X are not equipped in terms of technology and resources to handle such excess milk.
मतलब उनके पास नहीं होगी ना technology that is the reason they cannot handle the excess
Yes.
isn't it so that is what how you have to figure out so this is for question number 4 which is the other question
8 and 13.
ठीक है 8th का भी you now you tell us 8th का recent trends
Recent trends also indicate that the number of child migrants in large cities is rising. These children leave their families to join the ranks of urban poor doing odd jobs in markets, workshops, hotels, or in service sectors. Conclusions: Migration to big cities should be checked. The plight of poor children should be thoroughly studied. Um, I can build either one or two.
so in the statement in the first line are they talking about the number of child migrants
Uh,
or
no.
statement beta recent trends also indicate number of child migrants matlab we are
Yeah.
talking about the rise so this is the keyword rise ठीक है and the second keyword is that leave their families to join
Wrong.
random odd jobs ठीक है should we check this with the case like who should be thought because I don't think so it is about the thorough study or anything it is about कि ये चीजें हो रही हैं so I think they should have written something in terms of the large cities have a lot of migration or this kind of conclusion they should have brought in. Does it make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. And last question is question number
Uh, 14.
14, not 13.
Sorry,
Yeah.
13, 13, 13.
Passion is a form of ugliness, so intolerable that we have to alter it every 6 months. What did you write?
If both 1 and 2 follows.
It would find. Oh. But where is the talk of the fashion designers? Huh? Shashwat?
Um,
I mean, fashion designers are not responsible, it can be public.
yeah,
I mean, Manish Malhotra doesn't come and do anything about it. Are you getting it? What I'm saying?
yes,
He just did it, he finished his work. So I think Rashmi, yesterday we were discussing about this. Um, we also did RC, and and we also discussed that we are not supposed to interpret our own things, even in RC, reading comprehension. Like we are talking about morals, we are talking about our thought process and all these things. Don't bring your thought process on paper since the time it is not asked. Okay, so this is what we were discussing. I think we missed out the classes with you. So just remember this part. Okay, there's no thought process of yours until unless they're not asking you on infer and
yes,
all.
ma'am.
Infer means your thought process. See? Chalo. But good job. Only three are wrong, right? Very good. Yeah, keep giving marks to yourself. How much? Shashwat, keep writing marks for yourself on the top of the sheet.
Yes,
How much you got? How much you got? 12 out of 15?
yes.
Got it. So I'll get an idea that where you are lagging and then I'll give you those questions based on those, topics. Questions based on those topics, separate questions. Some of these questions. Shashwal, can you open page number 79, beta? So now this page number 79 talks about the assumption and conclusion. So whenever we are taking out the assumption, what is the one thing we are looking for?
Conclusion.
Fact.
Fact, sorry.
Huh? So let me do one with you. Just see this question number 2 statement. I'm doing this easy one, sorry. Quicker one, actually, I meant. A warning in a train compartment to stop train, pull chain. Penalty for improper use, 500. What is assumption here? Shashwat will tell us the answer. What kind of basic? Everything works. That's some kind of force it doesn't know use to answer. That was no evidence.
Uh, E, both 1 and 2.
Good. Let's start. Now, after doing this exercise, we are going to the this explanation part. Okay, I'll explain it. Shashwat, what's the status?
15.
I should do it only till 17, okay?
Okay.
Para completion and all, we hold on. I want to take up some explanation part also now. To the context. That Shashwat,
Uh,
how many are wrong?
um, 3.
Yeah. Just check back. If you want me to intervene, can you relook at your wrong?
Sorry.
You want me to intervene? Just relook at its wrong ones once. What's the reason?
The seventh question, and 7, 12, and 16.
7, 12, 15. Yeah. This one is clearly also finished.
Uh, the term pit bull does not designate a breed of dog, as do the terms German Shepherd and Poodle. It is like the term seeing eye dog and police dog, which designate dogs according to what they do. If you take two German Shepherds and place them side by side, you cannot tell by appearance alone which is the police dog and which is the seeing eye dog. I did E. Some breeds of dogs cannot be distinguished from other breeds of dogs by appearance alone.
Question number 3, na?
7.
Main point of the passage. Pitbull, German Shepherd, Seeing Eye Dog, Police Dog, German Shepherds, side by side. What is the Seeing Eye Dog? Is it C?
Uh, the answer is it's D, but I did E.
Answer B. Shashwat, answer is C.
E.
Oh, we just checked it from behind also it's C. You check it.
Yes.
Seven is C only.
Yes.
And
Said.
obviously because of God, it does not because of its breed. Because it's
Yeah.
written in the first line itself. Now, the term pitbull does not designate a breed of dog.
Yes.
We can write this. Which percent is right? Oh, I also did it. I also did it. But I'm just trying to understand. Just relook the question for 7 again. Priya also has down. See the
Uh,
first line. What does the first line talk about? The term pitbull does not designate a breed of dog, as with the term German Shepherd and Poodle. So we are talking about pitbull, sorry.
Pitbulls, yes.
Yes. And then it is like the terms of seeing eye dog and police dog, which designate dogs according to what they do. Okay? So what they do is the thing. If you take two German shepherds and place them side by side, you cannot tell by appearance alone which is the police dog and which is the seeing eye dog. So we can't do it as per the looks, as per the appearance. So So what is that one
Hmm.
thing from which we can judge the dog?
Um,
You in
on
your own
what
words.
it does.
What they do, right? What he does or what they do. That is how you interpret. Now, can you find any option based on that?
C.
See, you got the logic. So this is how we have to do the main point of the passage. Same way the way you see to RC. There's no difference. You can main point of the passage. Main point will remain a main point like this. You know what went wrong? So when she marked E by appearance alone, okay, E is also correct. However, if they did not have said the main idea of the passage. So I personally would have gone with appearance one because that is what they're talking about, but that's not the main idea. So main idea is that the 90% of the your passage is revolving around that. So 90% is not revolving around your appearance. It's revolving about what you do. Got the logic? Okay, which is the next question? I got it. Let's see fifth one also, Shashwat.
12th.
Yeah, we'll see 12th after that. Let's see fifth first. Can you read out the fifth paragraph?
Early in the century, Alfred Wegener developed the concept of continental drift. His ideas were rejected vehemently because he postulated no identifiable force strong enough to make the continents move. We have come to accept Wegener's theory not because we have pinpointed such a force, but because new instruments have finally allowed continental movement to be confirmed by observation.
What did you write?
E.
Let's hear. Let's hear her out also. Why did she write C? Okay, let's eliminate. Simple. First thing. Do you think so? First thing is possible? First option. Let's have a clear.
No.
Second. No, because I don't think so. They're talking about mathematical. Third. Okay. Fourth, science employing statistics. I don't think they're talking about statistics here. Now, let's go back to the context, the topic. The topic talks about the concept of continental drift and the concept of continental drift. Okay. No identifiable force strong enough. Second line. No identifiable force. Okay. And new instruments are finally allowed continental movement to be controlled by observation. Now, see, look at your C part. Is that every improvement in spatial instrument seems to be getting a theory harder to do. I don't think so the case because we are not talking about measuring instruments. So when I read E, I read the theory separately even though how those. Unfortunately, since all four cannot be accepted, so we are falling on to E because some part of the E is there. I'm not saying that all the part of E is there, to be honest. Okay? You got the logic why you went with E? Not
Yes,
because
ma'am.
it's mentioned, but it has some part element. Now let's go to the next question. Which is the next question, Peter? Please go. Oh. Let's go with 12. No, sister. Shashwat, please read it.
Advertisers are often criticized for their manipulation of people's taste and wants. There is evidence, however, that some advertisers are motivated by moral as well as financial consideration. A particular publication decided to change its image from being a family newspaper to concentrating on sex and violence. It's appealing to a different readership. Some advertisers withdrew their advertisements from their publication, and this must have been because they morally disapproved of publishing salacious material.
Which one of the following which would most strengthen the argument?
I chose D.
Let's eliminate. First one is possible?
No.
I think so. Could have been. Why not? Because
Uh,
they're mentioning now that they are moving to a family newspaper. See this third line.
yeah.
Decided to change its image from being a family newspaper. First one is possible. Okay? Now see the second one. Switch to family advertising the seats. No, Shashwat. I know it's you tend to yawn if there's too much of content.
No, the JC comes so.
Shashwat is also tired. Shashwat, I'll give you 2 minutes, okay? You can bring your water bottle stretch, okay, after this quiz.
Yes.
Okay. And the third one, do you think so? The third one is possible?
Yes.
Yeah. And what about the fourth one? There is this actually. People generally read the candidates will not like it by the general publication. So D is not possible. What about E? Principally, no. Now the option comes between Shashwat A and C after eliminating. So which one do you think best suits?
C.
Why?
Because it's to increase the sales and the change of publication.
Because people are not buying.
Yes.
Okay, good. Any other question? All were correct for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Go have water, stretch yourself, wash your face, and come back. Till the time I'm doing the
Yes.
question.
I don't have to correct the take mark percent. So because of that, my sequence, if they make this as 1 mark, then I am getting to the correct. I guess that is the reason. That's all get
So we're good to work. Yeah, it's fine. How much was it? That's right.
like
Well, how much 70? This topic, very.
yeah, paragraph once it is I know out of 4 I know which 2 sentences come one after the other. I know it's 1 and 4 and 2 and 3. But out of these 2 best, which one will come to 4 and 2? That was the main challenge I thought. So I'll practice it for
And look at strategy. But I think we can follow the same strategy as a part C also. Find out the keywords. Right? Because that would also work.
Paragraph usually has 2 sets of statements. That is, 2 of them go as 1 set and 2 of them go as the second set. But which set will come before and after, that is a bit confusing.
Yes. Paragraph is crazy. Even in school, it's yeah. No, you don't have.
We had numbered sentences. The sentence only we had one. That also used to be difficult, but
I remember doing this active passive.
active passive was my favorite.
You were your favorite, my students. You could never figure out. And that becomes a challenge for us because we get tense. That something is going wrong. That is actually not able to.
Grammar is always a bit confusing. It has a lot of
Active passive is direct and direct.
it's also a bit. But I used to like both of those topics. It's very favorite.
Finally, the next batch they need to do.
Why is that thing happening? It affects.
Yes. You have water with you? I'm thinking I'll take up some discussions, 43 to 46, let's take. We'll have something new to do. They have some examples based on Salman Khan and all. Something will be fun. to do. Like starting from the first week. Actually, you know why I was not taking this para completion and para jumble? Because I haven't done strategies with you for that. So I left, so that's why I wanted to wait. I've done a major chunk with you, not the easier part. Let's just let him just come back. Thinking how will it work for Tanvi? She's missing a lot of classes. RC also she missed.
Yeah, so we were somewhere else,
But still,
she said, but
still, she's still coming, right? So you're responsible. Because for RC and all, also she needs to sit and figure out. Otherwise, she'll lose confidence. Problem is that. Because once you lose confidence, now then it's very hard. Don't want that to happen. Then Tanvi, try not to sit the classes.
I did tell her that if you're coming for, if she has started coming, then she should come regularly. Alternate days, she's alternate daily.
The problem is that the topic, you lose out on the topic.
Yeah,
And then the major chunk goes off. And then when you come, then you lose confidence because you see your peer group doing well, but not realizing that the peer group has spent 2 more hours over there.
yeah.
It makes a difference. But when you also start and when you end the session, there's a difference. That's the problem. That's the thing. That is what I don't want. The confidence should not go to it.
Today, she had her impacts too, she said that. Next Monday, I will be there.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, I have to visit my great grandmother. She suffered cancer and now the doctor said that it starts eating people. So it's her birthday, so the entire family is going as an excuse to go and meet her. She's not aware that she's on the last day.
So you leave on Saturday.
I leave on Sunday.
Sunday we don't have class now.
No, Sunday afternoon I leave. Monday by night I'll come back. So Tuesday, Monday I'll come.
Monday is what day?
8th.
8th April.
Doctor also said that now she's 90 plus, so she can't.
Shashwat is back.
Yes.
You're okay now? Okay. I don't think so there's anyone else who have ever wanted that break, but Shashwat always wanted this 5 minutes break. And Shashwat? Shashwat could not. I think we need a break. So I understood, I said just go. 40, okay, Shashwat, I'm thinking that let's just start with this discussion of the this pages which I mentioned over here in the book. If you come to page number 43, I don't know if I've done this with you, like reading and explaining. I think I have done.
Yes, ma'am, we did.
I have done, huh? Yeah. So in that case, I don't know with you, did we do that? Reading and then explaining.
We did for RC.
Acha, when you met
Last
earlier.
year it was taken by 90.
Acha, it was taken. Okay. Some children I took, na?
Now when I asked during the pages, I saw that it was there.
Acha, okay. Because I don't remember. Yeah. So let's just take it then, because for you it's new. Huh? So 40, okay, Shashwat, for you it will be revision because Riya hasn't done it.
If you want, I can just read that book and then if I have doubts, so then talk to you. Can solve the questions.
1 second. Then let me see if there is something new. Or how about 43 to 46? Just glance through the pages. Okay, quickly. and see if there is something that you do need my intervention, and I'll let me just intervene. Okay, because 43 to 46 just glance to the beginning. And then you can give me a small gist of it. Okay, it works. You just mark it, beta. Let him just finish. Just let me know, Shashwat, because online, you know it, I don't get to know things. What is happening with that boy, Shashwat? What was his name? Used to come from Copenhagen.
Shyam.
Shyam. No, Shyam. Shantanu is alone. Shyam. What's happening with him? Appearing for exams, anything?
Uh, I think he's in 11th.
Oh, yeah. Correct, I remember. He is in 11th, he's in 12th now.
Now he's in 12th.
12th, because last time I remember he was taking. Yeah. What do you want, beta? First one is clear, first page. Page number 43. ठीक है. 44 में any doubt?
More also here, the last point of the strategy, on page number 45.
Negation.
And one ends.
Completed.
Any doubt, beta?
No.
Let's just take this part, Shashwat. If you see page number 44, choosing the correct assumption. Can you see that? So,
Yes.
one second, so sorry to save again. Page number 43, there is this concept of assumption, conclusion, elimination method, and negation. Okay? So, what is the concept of assumption? Hidden fact. Are you getting it what I'm saying? And what is the difference between inference and assumption, Ria?
Inference is a logically
Derived
statement.
From?
From fact or conclusion, or both of them together.
ठीक है.
Assumption is something which may or may not be wrong, that is assumed or is an opinion.
Hidden fact.
So hidden fact.
Like for example,
Not stated here.
Jake's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon. Is it an assumption or is it a premise? I can't hear you, Shashwat.
Premise.
Yeah, okay. Jake might have killed the assumption.
Assumption.
Yeah, because it's a hidden kind of a thing. Okay, conclusion, I'm sure you know it. It's totally based on facts and it's based on an argument and all. Concept of elimination method. This is what we were doing so far, that you are supposed to eliminate and all. Come with the concept of negation. What is negation? You guys said you know it, Shasha. Agar, like, let's say for example, they have asked you that what's the main idea of the passage.
Like opposite of something. Like
Kind of. Kind of. Okay, like for example, it's like they have asked you the main idea of the passage. But आपकी original space में, मतलब originally they are talking about pit bull and all these things, right? But आपका जो main idea है, that's a very hidden thing. So that is what they say in the concept of negation. Negate it. Negate that original space, bring that in, and then look at the paragraph. So that is also, how would I say? Just the way we were doing RC now, when we were doing main idea questions. But I told you in math terms, 90% take low, 10% mat dekho, paragraphs count kar lo. So that's set in English term. That's the only difference. Okay, I explained it in mathematical, and this is more of an English style. Okay, and inference and all, I'm sure you know what. Okay, page number 44. Any doubt, beta? Shashwat? Anything?
no.
Okay. Now from page number 44, we are seeing this one. Choosing the correct assumption. Ria will read out, okay, and Shashwat will explain.
The critical reasoning questions that ask about assumptions are only based on stated assumptions. You must be aware of the fact that assumptions are always indefinite and possible. Do not compare the different assumptions. Read the statement with an approach that the assumptions must be true about the statement. Any assumption that is conveyed in message or advertisement or notice will also be always true. Any critical reasoning assumption that is talking about the past and future will always be explicit, false. Any assumption that is talking about social welfare, positive, and government policies will always be true.
Do you guys think so? If you are talking about advertisement or notice, right? So that assumption is true, they're saying. If they're talking about past and future, this is common sense. I mean, if I'm talking about the past, like for example, if I'm talking about in 1900, this used to happen. I mean, you don't know if it used to happen or not. Right? You're just, yes, they're just assuming it, they're just interpreting it. So that may not be true. But agar aap present ki baat karte ho, then of course it's a true thing. And even future, it's not a true. Okay, avoid generalizations. Just see this also once.
Some words like some, to a large extent, many, much, generalize the assumptions. The assumption will always be implicit. If any assumptions shows words like a suggestion, order, request, then that particular assumption will be implicit. A restatement is never implicit.
Restatement is never implicit. Are we clear with this? Now the
Yes.
last line.
The negation of the assumption is one of the most common methods to arrive at the right choice. In other words, if your assumption is correct, negating it will make it.
Did you get the logic? मतलब अगर आपको लगता है कि मेरी assumption correct है, ठीक है, और आप उसे negate करने की कोशिश करते हो कि नहीं ये चीज नहीं है, तो आपका conclusion बदल जाएगा. So technically what they are saying is कि अगर आपको assumption अपनी देखनी है, अपनी assumption आप उस basis पे देखो that is it based on the present or is it based on the future, is it based on the past, ठीक है, or is it based on the notice? क्योंकि जब notice कोई चीज लगी होती है, like if it's written on the billboard or something like that, it's not cannot be false. This is why I brought that in first. You have to take the support of these things when you are bringing out the assumption or the conclusion. I mean, you may find this new, but technically you are applying this fact when you are doing it. We don't realize it that you're applying it. क्योंकि आप यही चीज देख रहे थे ना, that is there a hidden fact, is it something which is mentioned over there, keyword mentioned है कि नहीं, technically it's that.
What do you mean by resolve the paradox?
Where is it?
In times of CR questions in vocabulary, the fourth one, resolve the paradox.
Paradox based questions are different types of questions. See this paradox. I'll cover the paradox also, but I'll show it to you since you asked me. Okay? It's an altogether different types of questions. You remember paradox approach, Ashwin?
Kind of.
Kind of. What do you remember? I remember taking up questions on this. You have your own notes and everything?
Yes.
Check. Okay, page number 40. Check. Okay, till the time I'm discussing. Page number 46, beta, any doubt?
No.
Sure, no? Strengthening an argument, strong. As a strong argument will have
A why.
weakening an argument, weak arguments and all will not have a why. You remember, Shashwat? A strong argument have a why that is
Yes.
which is there and yeah. Okay. This page number 47. I will see if you can avoid the solutions. I can't say it. Try. Just read these examples once. Page number 59. Wait, I'll take this. मतलब I can tell you in simple words, मतलब paradox का basic meaning ये होता है कि जैसे आप अपनी ही बात को काट, that's paradox. Paradox type of questions कि आपने अपनी बात काट दी और अब आप उसी को prove कर रहे हैं. So those type of questions. Done, Shashwat?
Yes.
Any doubt?
No.
Okay. Let's go with page number 48. Facts देखो, judgment, critical reasoning. You remember I told you fact. What is the other name of fact, beta?
Premise.
Very good. Fact plus conclusion equals to inference. Don't confuse yourself with statements. I told you know what is inference. What is inference? Coming logically derived from
Fact or conclusion.
Fact and
ठीक है, fact and conclusion. Technically, they're doing this only. Fact plus logical plus conclusion. Up to you what you want, how you want it. Okay, equals to inference. Judgments देख लो. How will you do judgments, beta? This is new for you. I've not discussed. ठीक है, easy judgment. ठीक है. Page number 49. Just check your inference ones based on the given facts. Example, just see example, Anil. ठीक है? Sorted? चलो. Check page number 50. Tackle, rephrase, choices, elimination, you can manage this. Avoid. What do you have to avoid? Explicit, distortions, extreme, unrelated answers. Okay? Now see examples. Just do the examples, please. The more you do, the better it is. It's always like that. Shashwat, let me know beta once it's done. What can be inferred from the passage? You can see the finding, conclusion, beta. Strategies. Both the examples you've done, science and the Beirut Law School.
Complete.
Page number 52. Check at the following examples and identify the conclusion. Check inference versus conclusion. Last thing, before critical reasoning course of action. Page number 53, you can leave that critical reasoning course of action. See till there. And then we'll do one more exercise and then we'll come back. Done? Sorted? Yeah. Now you leave 54, 55. So as of now, Let me take one more. We have done practice exercise 2, 3 also. Anna? We'll meet me and then we'll do it. Then 1 hour we'll do, no? Finish those things. 3 you've done, huh? Finding conclusion. 7. Let's do the first one. Practice exercise 1, Shashwat.
10.
Done? Just wait for Ria. Ria, says will be going. Till 10, na? Shashwat, check beta.
Only one is wrong.
Awesome. See if the first one, why is it wrong? You got the reason or you want me to repeat?
Uh,
No? Want me to figure out?
it's sixth question. There are numerous reasons why individuals want to run their own business. Some foresee more personal satisfaction if they succeed in launching their own business, while others mainly interested in the prospect of larger financial rewards since 1980s and early 1990s. Um, tax regulation and liberal policies have encouraged increasing number of venture capitalists and entrepreneurs in new enterprises. Since 1990, 1.5 million new ventures have been started. Not all have succeeded. Uh, I chose A.
All right. And
In the back, it's none of these.
D, na?
Hmm.
Did you find success in starting a new business largely depends on sound financial planning? Because in the third line, what I found is since 1980s and early 1990s have encouraged increasing number of venture capitalists. So it's more about policies, not about money. Okay, so that is the reason I'm not going with first. Second, let's see the second one. Venture capitalists are motivated by non-monetary gains. It's not mentioned. So it's written, regulation and liberal policies have increased number of venture capitalists. So it says that has increased, but this is an interpretation. Does it make sense to you? Yeah, because we're not supposed to interpret. See, social incentives motivate investors just as much as financial rewards. Where is it mentioned? Did you find it anywhere, Shashwat? No. Follow the elimination policy, Shashwat. Then you are for sure correct. I'm telling you. It looks too much work, but at least we know it's a sure short thing. Okay, and time is equal. You check doing both the things. Otherwise, I'll keep reading it, and at the first place only I'll eliminate. So it's the same thing. Yeah.
I got one wrong.
Yeah. Question number 1. Many business offices are located in buildings having 2 to 8 floors. If a building has more than 3 floors, it has a lift. Many business offices are located in buildings having if a building has more than 3 floors, more than 3 floors, more than floors were third. All floors were. Isn't it D?
No, it's B.
7th floors are buildings.
8 also is B.
That's again. What did you write, Shashwat?
Uh,
Question number 1.
B. Sorry, B. Seventh floor have left.
Okay, many business offices are located in buildings having 2 to 8 floors. काफी business offices हैं 2 से 2 से 8 फ्लोर के बीच में, राइट? अगर एक बिल्डिंग में more than 3 floors हैं तभी उसमें लिफ्ट है. So A is wrong. Second floors do not have lifts because we are not talking about lift किसमें नहीं है, because we are talking about किसमें है. Okay. All floors may be reached by lifts. Achha, now I got it. It's wrong. Yeah. Elimination. Okay. Eliminate A, eliminate D. And you were saying C.
I
was saying
B.
No, A तो इससे नहीं है ना, because they're not talking about do not वाला.
हाँ.
I went with D. The reason is because I thought that they're talking about the lift. But what I'm understanding from you is many business offices are located in buildings having 2 to 8 floors. और अगर building में दो, मतलब this is a generalized statement, and the logic is only in the second part. If a building has more than 3 floors, and A is not there, D is not there, Only floors above the 3 floors have lift. I think this will have no logic. How B, Shashwat?
Yes.
How? Why? Why did you go with B?
Um, because it was in the matching and
It was in the.
it was matching the text. So
So don't you think C matches with the text also?
uh,
Because it's. Oh, okay. We are not supposed to interpret, we are not supposed to bring the same thing down. That's a law. Yeah? Okay. You know, Shashwat, I got it. The third one only floors above the 3 floors have lifts. You can't, for your answer, you can't bring the same thing down in your conclusion. That is the rule. So if I'm bringing the same thing down, then it is wrong. Since I cannot bring the same thing down, that is why it is B. You got it? Not because B supports this, just because we're not left with any other option. Like A and D is not possible. Do you all agree with this? A and D is just not possible. Shashwat, do you agree? Okay, out of B and C, since C is copied, so we are going with B because B and C both supports. Okay, so this is the logic. I forgot that logic. Rest all are correct? Okay. Sure. Practice exercise 2 we have already done. Shashwat, you were not there yesterday. Practice exercise 3 we have done now. Summary base, odd sentence out, sentence replacement. 7 we have done. I'm taking something which is. Let's do this. Practice exercise 5. You just have to find out the odd sentence. Tomorrow, Shashwat, try and not miss the class, please.
yes.
Tomorrow I'll wind up. Shriya, you're coming now. Tomorrow I'll wind up critical reasoning. Okay? I'll take up as much as possible. Done, Shashwat?
Sixth. This.
Okay. Are you getting, are you getting more comfortable?
Okay. And ordination.
Or acceptable? That's why I prefer taking RC first.
Because, when you go to, because from RC, now, tend to learn so many things. It's more or less the same, it's just upgrading version.
But when the questions come up, confusion, argument, go for a toss.
So many things are amazing. All of them. Awesome. Thanks.
Finally. I think you will be having one test also.
This Sunday.
This Sunday? I don't know when.
No, they just said that you will have a test every Sunday.
Every Sunday?
They have said this.
Acha.
On what topic?
No. The topics which we have covered. I mean, because I've already updated now. I gave a advanced thing. This is what I'm doing. 1 and 2 classes up and down works. But we are quicker. I mean, for RC we completed because I wanted more time to spend in critical. And provided that everyone is comfortable. Yes, tomorrow we should.
Get the medicine, 6 and 8.
6 and 8.
8 is there.
2 exercises.
Yeah, we did 1, 2, 3. 4 is also.
Huh.
1, 2, 3 we did. 4 is left. 1 is left. 6 is there. 7 the paragraph creation part is there. And that's it.
Okay, done. But we can start with the.
Please what? Okay, this. Okay.
When did it come from? First.
First thing.
First April. And everyday classes? No off, no?
No.
First April was Monday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's Friday. And today is Friday.
Today is Friday. Tomorrow is.
We'll finish critical reasoning and we can take up session 5.
So first.
Do get it. Good. Shashwat, tomorrow we are taking, after finishing this critical reasoning, we're left with time because we'll start with session 5.
Okay.
So the first book we did. Session 5 is, I'm just waiting for you, Shashwat. Once you do it, let me know, okay? Antonyms, synonyms, and homophones. Homonyms and all. So I'll tell you some strategies. Vocabulary usage, explanation. Opposite meaning. This is tomorrow now. What I'm thinking is we'll bring the notebook now. So we'll keep writing the words which we are not able to, we don't know the meaning. So we'll make a list of it. Okay. And this is the same topic where I told you, you and Tanvi try doing 432 words. Remember the thing? So we can do that tomorrow. 10 minutes it takes, not more than 10 minutes. We'll finish it off because everyone has a different thing. So then we can take up, and then every day you can learn 50, or something like this. So I will try and finish this. Critical reasoning will take 1 hour, no? At least, no? Yeah, this will take time. 1 hour. So 1 hour, even if we don't finish, major chunk will do it. Major chunk we can do, and then I'll take session 6. So, yeah. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Chalo. Which one is wrong, beta?
First one.
First one? Okay, let's see the first one. Odds and tens. All right. Among these, four statements are in logical order. From the reactions also it does not fit the theme of the passage. During the framing of the Constitution, subject house slaughter was one of the which was probably the sake of house was started. History which was what we found by public. So the project is not in this way. Right. Documents with advancements about the save with us. Which one you know?
I don't see. Because all of the other statements talk about the cows slaughter. Yes, yeah, because
So the first one is talking about the Constitution. I was, you know what I was doing, I was still focusing on Constitution, and then I suddenly realized that why the fourth one doesn't have Constitution and the third one has Supreme Court. So just change the topic. Cow slaughter. So cow slaughter is the what Leah said it is the keyword. Okay, so she figured out the keyword first. Just like you, I think I also focused on Constitution because I didn't read the what was it? The full sentence. Okay, so anyway, so subject to cow slaughter, that's one. That's already there. Second is there. On fourth is there, and fifth is there. Yeah, so then automatically we're left with third. Yes, if you don't choose the keywords correctly, things would mess up. Reread it. I'm sure you'll get it because I got confused now, Supreme Court. So you reread it and you'll figure it out. Any other thing which I can take up? Shashwat, any doubt, beta?
No.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. So so for argument, what two things do you need? Premise plus.
Premise plus conclusion.
Okay. What is the other name of premise?
Fact.
Fact. What is the other type of argument?
assumption and the inference.
Okay. What is an inference?
Logically derived statement from fact or a conclusion.
Fact and a conclusion. Okay, are we supposed to, we did one passage where we realized that even though two things are not fitting in and two things were fitting in, right? But we cannot go with the same interpretation. I mean, you cannot rephrase it. This is not allowed. That is why you remember we went with the other option. So that is one strategy which we need to remember. And the other strategy that you are supposed to eliminate. Eliminate is something you have to go for it. Okay, then of course we did the negation, we merge, paradox. What is meaning of paradox, Shashwat? English meaning, just normal meaning. What is paradox? What is paradox, Surya?
Opposite.
Contradicting
one's own statement.
Contradicting one's own statement. So tomorrow we are taking the content which is mentioned, the pages, that is paradox and all those stuff. And then we are taking the exercise and then we are moving to session 5. All right, good to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Shashwat, please come and join 8:57 or something before 9. Okay? So it's better we get some time. Thank you. See you. Bye bye.